Welcome back, TCS viewers. We're looking at the Contour Plus Outdoor Ruggedized HD camera today. We're also going to take Brent Taylor on his first ever snowboarding expedition. They don't do much snowboarding in South Africa, so he's going to have a very sore bum tonight. But we're also looking at the Contour Plus and the feature set that this involves. The Contour Plus is a great camera because you've got great features like Bluetooth connectivity. We'll show you how that works and what that can do for you. We're also going to show you their entire mounting system. They got great mounts, which is how the Contour Plus is floating and getting all four of us here in the car today, as well as the ability to use external microphones, which is, of course, how you're hearing me right now. And that's a nice feature, too, if you want to get better sound quality. We also want to give a big shout out and thank you to Lake Louise for letting us snowboard there. They've been very kind at letting us come and shoot a video. We're going to see you folks up there on the slopes in just a bit. Now, of course, we do love the GoPro system. It has tons of attachments, but as the Contour Plus goes, it's actually got some really unique design, which really makes it easy to mount. You'll notice you've got mounting slots on both sides, and this lets you easily mount it on either side of your helmet. As well, of course, you've got things like the suction cup mount, which is what we're using in the car, so you can see us when we're doing that recording. And you've got a lot of helmet strap mounts. There's many, many different kinds of mounts. A flexible rubber mount, letting you attach it to bars and roll cages. Really, it's a very nice design as well. It's naturally pointable. You know exactly where the camera's going. I love also the on switch for recording. Easy to use if you've got your gloves on. You can't miss it. Whereas on the GoPro, it can be a little bit fiddly. Now, as for mounting the Contour, you've got a lot of flexibility because you can rotate the sensor as you need to still get your level video. It's a great feature as well. The Contour is fairly rugged. It is not 100% waterproof, but it can certainly take some splashing, some snow, a little bit of rain, no big deal. You can even, with the right attachments, mount it onto the side of a gun if you wanted to. So it's a very, very flexible system and a lot of nice attachments. Now, of course, everybody's pretty much got an iPhone, and with the Contour Plus, you can now unlock Bluetooth capability as well, which is great because that means we can make a wireless connection between our iPhone or Android phone and the Contour Plus. And this is cool too because one of the biggest complaints that people have about these small cameras is there's no LCD screen. How do I know what I'm pointing at? How do I know what my frames are? Well, this will show you. You got a nice screen here. It updates slowly, but it's better than nothing. But it also unlocks a bunch of features because with the Bluetooth and the phone, you can also control resolution, audio levels of the internal and external mics, GPS data, exposure, averaging meters, center weighted meters. You can unlock it all and control it wirelessly from your phone. It's a really, really nice setup. You're going to have one of these anyways. It works in conjunction and it's wireless. Here goes Brent up the T-bar, ready to do his first snowboarding ever. Now, one of the things you'll notice about a small camera like this is, yeah, of course, the chip's small. You're not going to get great dynamic range, and we do feel the GoPro handles dynamic range a little bit better. Notice how the whites are losing a lot of detail, and the blacks start to really block up into solid black. But again, it's hard to expect more from a sensor this small. But there goes Brent on his first fall of the day. But the Contour does a great job of immersing you in the action. Here we've mounted it right to the front of Lemmer's snowboard, and again, you can see that action and speed is really, really good. The 170-degree wide-angle lens also gives you a good sense of drama. You get a lot of coverage and makes things look fast. Notice how when Chris kicks up snow in the screen here, the Contour handles compression surprisingly well. We don't get a lot of pixelization, even though there's so much on there. And I really do like the GPS unit. That's something GoPro doesn't have. It's built into the Contour Plus, and it lets you go down your favorite runs or mountain bike trails and things like that, and just see where you've traveled while the video's been recording. That's a nice touch. Resolution's 1080. The Contour certainly does handle the speed well. It is using fast shutter speed, so you get a bit of a choppy feel outdoors like this. And again, the vibration doesn't help. But all in all, the Contour is a great camera. Low light performance as well. If you notice at the intro, it's pretty rough, but outdoors, nice and clean. So we liked it a lot. So we had fun with the Contour today, and of course obvious comparisons are going to be made to the GoPro series of cameras, but there's some things we really do like about the Contour. We certainly do love the on-off switch for recording. I mean, it's easy, it's not a problem when you got it next to your helmet or mounted on the side of something. We also, of course, like the design. It is really nice design, naturally pointable. Video quality is good too, good enough for certainly outdoor sports like snowboarding and skateboarding and mountain biking, things like that. But the GoPros are certainly going to give you a little bit better image quality, we find with the compression especially. iPhone app though, very, very cool. I mean, the ability to control this camera, be able to change things on the fly wirelessly, it's a nice setup, it works well, easy to do, so we did like that feature as well. Now, you know, in comparison to the GoPro, it is a bit sexier looking too. I mean, the brush metal's nice, the GoPro kind of looks like a toy, and it did handle very well. Great mounting systems, lots of accessories, although, of course, this camera isn't really waterproof. I mean, they say it's weather resistant. This door does pop open easily, though, when you don't want it to. You can get an underwater housing for it, but that is extra, whereas GoPro gives it to you. The power button was kind of an issue too. It can be hard to turn the camera on and off, but I guess, you know, when you're set up in your run, you're gonna turn it on, then you're gonna go down and just record the clips that you wanna do. So it wasn't too bad in practical application. All in all, image quality is decent. It's a nice working camera, and it's a great alternative to the GoPro for doing outdoor activities like we did today. We'll see you soon.